Hello, today we are going to talk about the key activity we did in which we did two experiments. The first one to measure the effectiveness of 4 detergents, and the second one to measure the impact of the detergents in the environment. And to begin, we are going to speak about the experimental design.
First, we searched for the detergents that we would use. We chose 2 non-biodegradable and 1 biodegradable detergent. The objective of the investigation was to measure the effectiveness and the environmental impact of each detergent in different experiments. Our original hypothesis was that OxiClean, which was the biodegradable detergent and also the most expensive, would be the one with the best results.
Well, with that, we can start about talking about the methodology we did during the 2 experiments. And for the first experiment, Inigo is going to talk about.
Yes, for this experiment, we used the 3 detergents, a piece of cloth per detergent, water, a brush, mud, and a clock. First, we added an equal amount of mud, 1 tablespoon, to each cloth and let it dry. And then we set the alarm for 1 minute. During that minute, we brushed the cloth and we repeated the process 3 times. After that, we left the clothes to dry, and finally we analyzed the results.
Well, this was a methodology for the first experiment. And for the second one, Alan is going to explain it us.
Yes, in the second experiment, we used 3 detergents. The detergents of 450 milliliters of water divided in 3 glasses, 3 peach tree leaves, 3 lemon tree leaves, 3 blackberry plant leaves, and 3 peppermint leaves. The process began when we gathered the pieces of flora. We added each leaf to its corresponding recipient, which contained water and equitative quantities of different detergents. Afterwards, we let the leaves for 24 hours so we could analyze the results.
And well, after this, we did the data collection of the first experiment. And well, the first experiment, as we said, was about the effectivity of each detergent. And well, we let the clothes dry and we did an analysis to see which detergent had the best performance. And for this, we found some possible errors that we could find during the experiment. And the first one is the brushing may be different in each cloth and may have an impact on the result. And the second possible error is different quantities of detergent may have been used, and even by a small margin, it could cause an incorrect result or different. And well, now to explain us the data collection of the second experiment, Hector is going to tell us about.
For 24 hours, the flora collected was under the corresponding substance. After that, we analyzed each one of the samples, and here you can see a photo of it. We found 3 possible errors that could alter the final results. The first one is that the renal condition of each flora sample may not be the same. The second one was that if it wasn't done in a completely controlled environment, it may lead to different effects on the solutions. And the final is that the amount of detergent used may vary a little bit, resulting in different results and small errors.
Well, this was the data collection of the second experiment. Now we are going to talk about the data analysis of the first experiment. Inigo?
Yes, by analyzing and comparing the results, we can easily say that the Bell Rosita was the least efficient detergent, and the most efficient detergent, based on what we could see, was OxiClean, followed by Roma, and as both performed pretty well.
Oh, well, now we are going to pass to the data analysis of the second experiment. Alan, could you talk a little bit about that, please?
Yes, for experiments with analysis of the samples in different times, 1, 6, 24, and 24 hours. We did some annotations depending on what we call C after that time. After the 24-hour passed, we did a visual analysis of the 12 samples we had. We did an overall rate of the impact based on how affected the flora was by the detergents.
And well, in the tables, you can see the effects of each detergent on each sample of the flora we had. And in the next slide, you're going to see the other that it's Roma and its impacts on the flora. And finally, to talk about the data analysis conclusion, I'm going to talk a little about it. And well, After we got the results from both experiments, we did a grading criteria, and with this, we could see which of the three detergents will allow us to have a very sustainable development. And well, analyzing the results, we can see well, Rosita was the least, well, that had the worst result, and between OxyClean and Roma had pretty similar results, and we did, and actually it had a tie, so we did a last comparison between the economic impact and well, due to the economic part, Roma was the detergent that had the best performance in our experiment. And finally, we are going to tell a little bit about our individual reflections. And to begin, Hector, will you tell us your reflection?
Yes, I think that if we choose the most eco-friendly detergents, we can reduce our environmental footprint while helping to preserve the reserves of water and also helping to preserve the local flora and fauna.
And well, thank you, Hector. Now, Alan, could you tell us about your reflection?
Yes, I think that we should be aware of which is the best result of the detergent because we want the best. But we also should know about the how eco-friendly is it to support a little the environment.
Thanks, Alan. And now, Diego, could you tell us about your reflection?
Yes, I think the best thing is to use a detergent that works best and that is eco-friendly because in this way we can have a better use and also take care of our planet.
Thanks, Diego. And well, finally, my individual reflection is that it is fundamental to use those detergents that are efficient but also eco-friendly. In this way, we can have a sustainable development as individuals and as a community. And well, this is our key activity.